Now I'd like to turn to Darryl Jacobs. Darryl owns InterAction Hobbies. He hasn't been with us for a while. He was doing a quick 5 minutes on the shows for a while of some of his products, but he's been so busy over the summer, he hasn't been able to be with us for a while. But he's going to be doing a build along with one of his products. And he's here tonight to talk to us about his company and about what this product is that you'll be able to acquire and build along with him on our show. So Darryl, welcome.
Great, thank you. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to share a screen with any luck. Should see a pretty scenery there. Okay, did it work? Am I live?
You're live.
So thanks for having me here tonight. I apologize for not being around this spring too much, but life in the one-to-one world got in the way, but we'll definitely be getting back to our art of detail as soon as we can as well. So the build along that we've selected is Keger's Garage and Repair in both HO and O scale, and we'll talk about that tonight. First, I want to just kind of mention our company, InterAction Hobbies. We manufacture craftsman kits, vehicles, and details. We've been around since 2011, and we've grown to a full-time business for my wife and myself just over the past few years. So we like to go after more detailed kits and kind of unusual prototypes as well. So we manufacture from our home here up in Turtle Valley, British Columbia. We've got a 1,200 square foot studio space that we built and dedicated to the business, where we've got our 3D printers and laser cutters, and then I've been setting up for vacuum and pressure podcasting as well downstairs. Also, just put in a dedicated cutting table for processing sheet goods because we buy a lot of polyback and what's called laser board. And the recent supply and demand, we've had to buy up to 250 sheets at a time, 4x8 sheets. So it's getting so you got to process a lot of material at once. And then of course we do our 3D print, our color copies of all our manuals that we include as well in-house. So we have a secure online website that you can do your orders for everything at www.interactionhobbies.com. You can see on the right. Everything we have is in stock. We've got about 120 products to date and growing quite regularly. If something is not in stock, next order will trigger building another batch of the products. So we always have our products in stock. We try to get our regular mailings out twice a week, depending what's happening, because we've got to get to town to do that. And whenever you want to get a hold of us, the best way to do it, phone sometimes we're not so good with, but if you just drop us an email for any questions or comments or things you have at sales@inter-action.ca. It's a hyphen there in the middle. So we do have a lot of different structures. You've seen some of these on the show, and some of our guys here have built a few of them. There's a couple of new ones you'll see here in the upper left-hand corner. There's the trailer that you saw us building, and we're coming out with a series of trailers with a lot of little details, right down to the engine block in the front yard that has to go with every redneck trailer that's out there. And then Giordano's is our latest kit that will be coming out with structure-wise. We have a lot of vehicles as well, kits in HO and O scale, and we're going to be adding S scale vehicles in the not too distant future. And we've got quite a few different boats, so we've got quite a few nautical features and pieces and details available as well. And of course, in our Art of Detail series, you've seen a lot of the details that we have. They're very popular, and a lot of times we're trying to get those all out in S, HO, and O scale, and a few of them go out in N scale as well. So tonight I wanted to talk to you about the kit that we've selected and why. Keger's Repair, and we've affectionately called that after a friend of ours down the road who's got a repair outfit. So that's where we named the kit from, but it's actually originally a prototype of a building that existed out in the 20s that we took a picture that you saw on the front cover. This is the O scale picture showing the kit right now. So the HO scale version is about 3 inches wide by 4 inches long and about 2.5 inches tall. There is an annex as well. You see here in the O scale one on the right-hand side, there's a little shed that can be added wherever you want to put on the building. We chose to put it in this location. Also, the interesting thing, you'll see it's a garage and repair shop, but the awning says confectionery on it. And that's actually in the original picture that's on the front of the kit, in the front of the cover of this presentation. So we think that the building was used originally as a confectionery, and then it turned into a garage repair shop, depending on what was needed at the time and kind of as the era goes along. So it's a kind of a multi-duty purpose building. I've seen people build them as bakeries, and we've had a few build them as a confectionery as well. So the O scale version is about 8 inches by 7 inches. And here you can see the HO scale version. So everything you see in the picture is there except the scenery in the kit. And the comparison to the O scale one, basically the same. The difference in the HO and O scale version has double walls, thick walls, so 2 1/16 walls that are glued together. We also make sure that the back of the building is fully detailed, so it looks as good in the front as it does in the back. And it's kind of got an interesting roof line. So I've got a couple of techniques to show on how to do some tar paper and make aged tar paper in the kit. And there's that shed again. The kit also comes in HO and O with a simplified interior for the front room. So kind of in doing this build along, kind of give you some techniques on interior building as well as a basic kit, maybe something that's not too complicated for somebody that has not done an interior before. And then lastly, we also include a basic LED lighting kit in it, just an LED strip light. And we'll show kind of some techniques to put that together as well, so you can figure out how to easily light your interior. That's all included in the kit. So there's the HO and the O scale kits. They're both, one's in a plastic box. For the O scale one's a bit bigger, and the HO scale one is flat packed. What comes inside the kit: full color instructions, graphics, tar paper roofing, various templates and part sheets. And the instructions themselves, I got the wrong link here. It should actually say, if you go to our website at any time, you can download all of our instructions for free there. So you can have a look at these kits and the instructions on it before you purchase something, to see if it's something you want to take on. And then the contents of the kit: some various basswood, laser board or polyback components, the foundation, all the strip wood you need, corbels, 3D printed parts. And we include in that little tube a little 3D printed cat as well, just because we thought that was a cute idea. So some of the suggested tools and supplies that you should look at, you'll hear me talk about it through the build along a lot. I go through a lot of number 11 blades, partly my own doing, but I always find whenever I get frustrated doing something, it's usually because I don't have a sharp blade in my knife. So always recommend having a lot of number 11 blades along, or extra razor blades. Some tweezers would be good, fine sandpaper or nail files. I really like those double-sided nail files. Masking tape or clear adhesive tape to stick some things while gluing. Any of your favorite white glue, PVA glue. I do prefer the Scotch quick dry adhesive. It's getting harder to find, but it dries very fast and leaves very little residue. It has a great applicator tip, though you can also use the little applicator bottles as well, which I recommend for very good locating and applying of glue in hard to reach places. CA cement is good to have around. Your favorite India ink or stain that you want to do for agents and parts, and acrylic enamel paints. I'll make some recommendations for paint colors right off the bat for you guys a little bit later as well. Paint brushes, and also a stiff bristle brush. I use a stiff paintbrush has had too much paint in it, but we'll be showing some techniques for roughing up and defuzzing the wood, which is something a lot of times people forget to do when they're building their wood walls is defuzzing it after they apply the paint and things, so it looks good close up as well as far away. So that's about it. The kit, we're offering a 20% discount on HO 3103 and 3103 and O scale. We do have a flat rate shipping of $12 for all of our products. So anything else you're ordering could be included in the same shipping price. And what you need to do is go to www.interactionhobbies.com. Pick either the HO scale or O scale version of Keger's Garage. There's a code NEWTRACKS during checkout, and the discount will automatically be applied for you guys. And we're keeping this open until July 13th when we start the presentation series. So I think with that, you can find out more about us at our InterActions website. Also check us out on Facebook as Rail and Tie, and our YouTube page of InterAction Hobbies. So that's about it. I think I'll turn it back to you, Jim.
And you're the one that's going to be building this kit.
That's correct. I haven't decided if my lovely Australian assistant will be doing the voiceover or if I will. So it'll depend which keeps you guys awake better. So
I can't wait to meet her.
yeah.
Thanks so much, Darryl. I appreciate it.